Hello, everybody. Hi. Welcome back to Hero U, the wonderful little masks, the next generation TTRPG over here on the Dice&Autism channel, while our lovely friend Dice is off doing big person things and doing great. Yeah. I know how to do intros. I know how to talk. Still not get. I don't know. She's talking about. Someone else talk. Someone else interrupt me, please. I'm making it worse.
Welcome to Hero U.
Last we left off, we got to meet. We got to all meet each other, and that was cool. Oh! And then we had a flashback, and that was cool.
Oh!
And then we have to fight our professor, and that's right now.
Why are professor kind of...
Our professor is kind of...
Why are the two of you thirsting over our professor? Not why do I say our professor? I know, that's why I said two.
Listen,
these two.
He don't gotta be so cheeked up with us.
You didn't have to
know what he looks like.
It's canon now. He's cheeked up. Like,
that's not helping the allegations, Jay.
Like, Jasper has made it canon now. So, yeah. So, yes, the last time we all got together, we met our wonderful heroes. Big stretch. We met wonderful heroes in Lightbright, also known as Piper. We met Violet Vex, also known as PSIM. We met the wonderful Wish Granter, also known as, why am I forgetting? Why is my brain running? Don't. Astra. I'm great at my job, guys. And we met the wonderful Neon, also known as Naomi, and on their first day in orientation of Brimsdale University. Brimsdale is a wonderful little kind of Ivy League college that holds a number of degrees, but also a secret, let's say, heroic side. To where they went through orientation. They kind of met each other and started dealing with the dramas of freshman year of university, which we all know can be quite interesting on your first day, your first week, and then meeting their homeroom teacher Hydra, also known as Professor Callahan, made them unmask in front of each other. How is our heroes going to deal with the sudden shift of dynamics and what they thought and things they don't want to do? We'll find out on this episode as a table is hurling towards them, flung by Hydra. We're going to go right into session. What do you do?
Can I go?
Of course.
Okay, so Violet Vex, seeing this table, hurls towards them. Is going to teleport right beside Callahan, but like in that like nonchalant way that like 5 from the Umbrella Academy does. And I'm gonna trip them.
Okay. For this, give me directly engage a threat. Because that is kind of what you're doing. Hydra is not being still in this moment. As soon as he flung the table, he started moving forwards directly behind it as well.
What is engage a threat with? Where is this?
Danger.
Okay. Danger. Right. I'm dangerous. No, I'm not. 7.
7. So, on a 7, you get to pick one of the following. You can either, you, like, directly engage, you can either resist or avoid their return blows. You can take something from him. You can create an opportunity for your allies, or you can impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. You can pick one of those 4 on a 7.
Can I surprise him?
Yeah, so, like, as you do this, I will definitely say he is surprised and kind of thrown off balance a little bit. he definitely did not expect you to react as fast as you did, and seems a little bit off guard, as if he's unsure of what move he's supposed to do. The other two, what are you doing in this moment?
I would like to click my heels together to activate my gravity boots. And I would like to jump over this table as it is hurtling towards us.
Yeah.
And as I do that, can I then also can I aim my jump to not only jump over this table, but jump above Hydra, so that as I come down, I can pull out my Eskrima sticks and try and hit him as I come down from this jump?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That would also be directly engage a threat, I would think.
Let's go. Okay, let's see. Come on. Okay, that's a 7.
7. So you get to do the same. Of one of the 4 following: resist or avoid their blows, take something from him, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Oh my god, can I take something from him?
Yeah, what are you trying to take?
Fucking, what's on him? What can I take?
So he has...
Does he have any gear? Can I take his gear?
He doesn't have a whole lot of gear. He does have a pair, 4 pairs of brass knuckles kind of on his side, but it doesn't look like he's using those. It looks like he might be holding back slightly in a fight kind of like this.
Can I take a pair of the brass knuckles?
Yeah, you take a pair of the brass knuckles. So yeah, what does this look like as you whip out the Eskrima sticks as he's going forward and all of that?
Okay, so do I, because I rolled a 7, sorry, I'm looking at the move. It's not super clear. Do I still get to hit him? Or no, because I rolled a 7 to 9?
This is kind of part of hitting him. I wouldn't say it's enough to give him a condition just yet.
Sure.
But it is
so
part of directly engaging, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you watch Lightbright as she clicks her heels together and they light up, and she starts running towards this table and jumps up and over it. And then you see her as she's up in the air, she pulls out her 2 Eskrima sticks from her back and she starts falling down towards Hydra. And I think she tries to she goes high up with one and down low with the other to try to kind of throw him off balance. And then as she lands kind of next to him, she's gonna swipe one of the brass knuckles.
Yeah, absolutely. You managed to get in, grab some, and kind of almost get away from the blow. It was kind of weaving in and out. Wish Granter, what are you doing in this moment? Table hurtling towards you.
I'm going to okay. I honestly think, because I'm the only one the table's hurtling towards right now at this rate, right?
And Naomi is
Naomi. Well. Okay, then I'm gonna try to defend Naomi. So I'm gonna try to do what I did last time, because this is our professor, and I'm in the support branch, so I want to use support. And so I'm gonna try to conjure that shield again. That worked so well last time when I tried to defend Beastum. We're just gonna try it again.
Roll to defend.
Okay. No, don't worry about it.
What was it?
It was a 4.
It was a 4?
Again.
So Can you only roll 4s?
I think so.
So yeah, you go to make this bubble again, but in doing so, you realize it's just over Naomi and the table is still hurtling towards yourself. I think it's the most.
You would do. It's so not strategic. She would do that.
As the table slams into, like, it breaks across the bubble, but you're kind of behind Naomi, so it kind of causes the table to split forward and slam both sides on you. I need you to roll to take a powerful blow.
Okay, I could roll. I'm gonna roll a 4 this time. Watch this.
Don't forget to mark potential.
Yeah. I have to add conditions to it, right?
To add conditions, yes.
That's a 10.
Oh my god!
And guess what? I filled up my potential.
Level up!
Let's go. Level up.
So,
Oh my god.
This is so stupid.
so when you roll a 10 plus, you must. Here are the options that you have. They're not good. You must remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way. Or you can choose 2 options from the 7 to 9 list. You can lash out verbally, like provoke a teammate to full already action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition on one of your teammates. You give ground, your opposition gets opportunity, and you struggle past the pain. Mark 2 conditions.
I want you to pick. What do you think would happen
I
to
will
ask?
also give you the option to mark your doom track.
Ooh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I don't want
an
it.
option.
I don't want to. I marked so many last time.
So I think we'll keep it simple for now. Go ahead and mark 2 conditions, and you give ground with that kind of gives your opposition an opportunity.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna mark. So I'm already afraid. So I'm gonna mark hopeless and insecure because she's like, "Ooh, this isn't going well. Oh no, it failed again. I just got hit with a table."
Yeah, absolutely. You are kind of slammed. And what kind of represents of you giving Hydra an opportunity is the shield kind of falls away from Naomi as well. I think
I think that the shield, like she was so focused on the shield and then she gets hit kind of from both sides by the table. I think she falls down. I think so. She's lost that ground that she has standing up.
Yeah, in this moment, Naomi kind of turns to you, kind of like eyes panning, eyes wide. I can help this. I can help this. And she is going to kind of, you watch as electricity kind of crackles down Naomi for a second. And she is going to use her over channel ability, which is one of the ones she has. And it kind of like, it's a lot more than she thinks for a moment. And it kind of goes into the 3 of you instead of just 1. Each of you get a +1 to your next roll. Nice. As you kind of feel like this electricity kind of like move and spark over your skin, kind of making you feel like you can move faster, hit harder, stimulate your powers in a way. She kind of falls.
Great, perfect for me.
She kind of falls a little bit, almost out of breath, and in an instant, Hydra dashes away from the 2 of you, picks Naomi up by the throat, and throws her into the wall, creating kind of a cracked and splintered hole. Focus on yourself instead of just them. You are useless to them if you are out of the fight. And you watch as Naomi kind of slumps down, kind of dazed and like, and he would look to the other 3 of you. Who's next? And it is back to you guys.
I'm looking for my fan. It's important.
he has moved away from us, correct?
Yes, in a blinding amount of speed.
Okay.
Like a very surprising amount of speed for someone like he's not super old. He's definitely like mid to late 40s or so.
Yeah.
But a lot faster than you are expecting.
Yeah. Lightbright is like seeing red a little bit right now. Yeah. That's her best friend.
Yeah.
And so I think she's kind of letting that rage sort of take her. So can I like run over to him and can I snap my Eskrima sticks into a staff and can I try to knock his feet out from under him with my staff?
Yeah, absolutely. Unless there's a move that you have you're trying to do, give me another directly engage a threat. Remember, you get the +1. You get the +1 from Naomi.
Yes. Yeah, because both my moves I haven't picked up new gear yet. So yeah, both my moves don't necessarily really work in this combat situation. So yeah, I'll do another
you did
directly.
Kind of pick up new gear with the brass knuckles.
Oh my god, I did! Yeah. I grabbed the brass knuckles! Yeah. Can I change it? Can I put the brass knuckles on? And can I deck him in the face?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. What's the move you're doing?
Yes. Well, I mean, so that would then be part of my no powers and not nearly enough training, which is you're always picking up new gear to keep yourself in the game. Whenever you pick up a new piece of gear, you can write it in as a new ability.
Oh, perfect.
The first time you use each piece of gear to directly engage a threat, unleash your powers of defense one, you can roll plus mundane.
There we go.
Let's go! All right, so you guys watch as like this flash of anger goes across Lightbright's face, and she just takes off towards Hydra. She puts on this brass knuckle that's probably a little bit too big for her hand, but it's fine. And you watch her go to just deck him in the face with this brass knuckle. All right, let's go. Okay, so then it's a plus mundane plus a 1. That's a 10.
Ooh. So you get to pick 2 from the list. And you can tell with this blow, he is coming back to kind of retaliate almost. You can pick 2 from Resistor of Wither Blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. And for this one, I will include inflict a condition as well.
Fuck yeah. I would like to impress. No. Yeah, I'd like to impress him, and I would like to create an opportunity for my allies. I would like to think that the rage is kind of overtaking, but I'm also using this as an opportunity to be like, focus your attention on me.
Yeah.
To hopefully create a way for the others to kind of come in. And do I get to pick the condition I inflict? Or is that what you
I will pick the condition.
Go ahead. Yes.
That he has. He is going to he's going to mark angry, but not in like the kind of sense that you're thinking. He is going to mark angry in everything. And what was the second one that you had picked from that list as well?
I would like to impress him.
Impress and inflict a condition. So as like you kind of like
because you said I get 2, and then you'd also let a condition be create an opportunity for your allies.
Yes. So you watch as like you firmly get a massive hit in across this much taller and bigger man's jaw, just kind of head snapping to the side, and you hear him go, fine then. And he is going to go in and retaliate with his own blows and everything. You go to block one hand, second hand. You aren't expecting hands 2 and 3 to come up and pummel you in the stomach for a second. Go ahead and inflict a condition on yourself as well.
Okay. I will take Yeah, I'll take angry.
Mm-hmm. Won't have to use that fire in other means than just protecting your friends.
Watch me.
Violet, Vex, and Wishgranter, what are you two doing in this moment?
Well, Jasper's power went out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear that.
So we'll buy some time. I'm gonna I'm going to I think I'm going to directly engage the threat now because I don't really know. I don't think defending worked well. And so I'm just I'm gonna use my vitality absorption flavor wise and just kind of try to pack a punch, and when that punch hits, I'm gonna try to fatigue him.
Yeah, so go for directly engage a threat.
All right.
And remember, you get +1 from Naomi.
Okay.
And I would say an additional +1 from Piper creating an opportunity.
Okay, so that's 11.
Oh. You also get to pick 2 in this moment of a resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the condition.
Okay, so I will also keep creating the opportunities for allies, and then I want to resist their blows.
Mm-hmm. Which is very good, because what does it look like as this vitality absorption comes out? Because we've mostly seen the psychic constructs
yes.
At this point.
Vitality absorption is a quiet one, and so it makes it that much scarier because it doesn't really look like anything, but he starts to look like his pallor starts to get pale, and he starts to like temporarily lose that posture and that muscle, like she's taking something from him.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a great thing that you resist and avoid the blows, because you're able to come up with almost a pink, almost force field in your hands to knock away the coffee mug that was picked up from the desk and thrown in your direction. And as you deflect it, it is with a hefty throw.
I think she looks a little perplexed. Like, that was kind of rude, actually. A coffee cup?
No one is going to take it easy on you. And I'm going
So don't throw the coffee cup!
So I'm going to mark another condition as well. I'm going to mark guilty. In this moment.
Good! You should feel bad. Somebody in the chat was like, they're adults. And I was like, we're 18. We're barely adults.
Guys.
We're 18. We're basically big children.
We are only allowed to vote, and
we are allowed to vote and go to the military.
Yeah, and drink in this island. We can drink at this age.
Yes. So you can drink at 18 on Pangea. You like kind of like as you see the pallor from his skin kind of like fade out and everything. Who is going to train you to be the best you can be without some I'm trying to think of the words. Who's going to train
coffee
you
mugs
without a few broken eggs? And he is going to slam into the ground, like slam a foot into the ground as you feel almost strength and shockwaves kind of try to knock you off balance. I need you both to roll your best stat.
Ooh.
Sick.
Okay, that's dangerous.
I'll be rolling. Can I roll Savior? And can I try and like grab on to Astra to stabilize her?
I will say you can. If you get a 7 to 9, it will be similar. It'll be similar effects to a failure for you.
Well, I've rolled a 11 again.
So I will keep that in mind for this as well. And what is
That's
your best?
I'm
Danger.
rolling Monday. Oh, I'm rolling Savior. That's a 7.
7. So Astra, you are kind of like Piper comes in and takes most like a bunch of the blow, kind of like bleeding off shockwaves by getting in the way of it. You are able to almost fly up and cause force fields to stop the rest of the room from shaking. And everything, as you could feel bits and pieces of the room start to crumble and shake. Up next, I think we are going to have bring this up here. You watch as almost like the wounds on his body seem to almost rapidly regenerate and heal.
Yeah, he's got regeneration powers.
He's got regeneration. We gotta kill him. We gotta kill him.
Kill him! Kill him!
Yeah, we gotta kill him. There's no other. There's no choice.
There's no other option.
We just gotta kill him.
He is going to settle back down after the wounds heal a little bit and look at Piper as if he's about to go in and engage. What are you two doing in this moment?
I want to defend so bad, but I'm so scared.
Do what you think Astra would do.
Would I be able to defend by trying to keep force fields up on the room to try to keep that from collapsing?
Yeah, go for it. Roll me a defense.
Okay. No!
Bestie, what's that?
You just can't defend, which is so funny because you're in the support course.
The whole thing is she's not like a min-maxed character because she's in support, but she shouldn't be. Because it's a straight roll for me. 3.
3, we're getting worse. All right.
We're getting worse.
So you go, but just so much is happening, and you watch as like that pink energy kind of sputters and fades. What are you going to do? And he's going to shift your labels. For those of you who don't know, let me bring it up here. For those of you who are watching and don't know, moving labels is kind of almost a core mechanic in this game, as you try to learn and figure out who you are. Your perception of yourself can change, especially as a young hero and everything. The different ones are, you've heard us reference them before, are danger, freak, savior, superior, and mundane. He is going to attempt to move down your danger and move up your mundane. So do you accept what he is telling you, or do you try to resist it?
Oh, I want to try to resist it because I don't have very good labels on dangers when I have. So
yeah, absolutely. So for this, what I need you to do, there is a thing for it. Where is it? Just had this up. Why did I go away?
Also, Jasper's back. You just can't see him.
Yeah, our power is still out. I'm sitting in the dark with dice in front of me. I don't have my character sheet or nothing, but I'm here.
You're here.
You're here, and we love
I'm
you.
glad you're here.
And checking my monster a little harder now.
I love you.
Love you too.
What I need you to do for rejecting influence. There is a way. For this, I need you to. What we're going to do, since I can't find it in the moment, and we are a homebrew thing up in here, like my favorite thing. What I want you to do is I want you to roll plus superior to try to resist another person's influence over you.
Okay, I have a -1 to that, so things are looking good, everyone. Things are looking real good over here. Oh, I lost one of the. Hang on. One of the dice went away. Okay, that's an 11. -1 is 10.
10. You are able to hold on to who you are, who you think you are, Astra, and purely are able to reject this man's influence from affecting you in any kind of way. What is PSIM doing in this moment? It is still very much the same kind of vibes. The fight is still happening. We did just watch Piper or Lightbright use the stolen brass knuckles to slam into Mr. Callahan's jaw.
PSIM, realizing that, they didn't really trip Callahan the first time, is going to get up and start like trying to confuse him with like the illusions. Like make a bunch of different like violet vexes all over and then kind of like teleport between while like making them like flicker as if they're also teleporting.
Yeah.
And then once he's thrown off by that, then you punch him in the face.
So yeah, I would say roll me an unleash your powers check then. To kind of
yes. What is that again? Let me find the pinned message so that I have my plus freak. Oh no, the image is not loading for me. Wait, I have it on my phone. Haha, haha. Damn, it really helps when you make the promos yourself.
Absolutely.
Okay. Plus freak. Oh, okay, that's a 5 plus a 2, so 7 plus that's 8.
8.
It's really dark to read my dice.
So, on a 7 and 9, mark a condition, or I can tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary. It is your choice.
I want to know. I want to know the unstable temporary one. Sure.
Is that the one you're choosing?
Fuck me up.
All right. So you watch as like all these different copies of Violet Vex begin to appear and almost like come up, but they start to almost like fizzle and change based on like who other than yourself in this moment are you thinking about the most?
Honestly, PSIM is kind of a little bit of a jealous bitch. I love them to death, but they're very like hard on themselves, especially when they see other people succeeding. So it's probably like in their brain is like annoyed that Piper was able to get a hit with the brass knuckles and they can't even do anything about
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I think we start to see elements of some of the PSIMs turn into Piper, but into almost characteristic like forms of Piper, like Pipers that have been like graffitied over or have like that twirly mustache or like just like little bits and pieces of like those kinds of things. Like what's happening? Almost.
Lightbright's like, are you really trying to help right now or are you just trying to piss me off right now? I can't tell.
Just mind your own. They're gonna kind of like snap back.
Doing so, you manage to like You yell, mind your own, as you get in a solid punch on Dr. Callahan. As you do so, though, he is going to he manages to grab you with one of his arms, and he's going to throw you into Piper as the two of you are bickering and focused on each other. I need the both of you to go ahead and mark another condition.
Fuck. Okay.
Where is your true fight? Not with one another.
Now I'm trying to figure out how I mark myself a condition without my character sheet.
Just keep it in your head of like the different conditions are there's guilty, insecure, angry, hopeless.
Ooh, I'm going insecure.
And one other one. I think insecure is a great one in this moment. Yes. Who has something that they would like to do next?
Go.
Switch Granter.
Okay. I think so. Astra's getting mad.
Mhm.
And the label that she just affirmed is that she's dangerous. And she's been provoked. And there are people around her that are getting hit. Naomi's dazed against the wall. And so Astra is going to unleash her powers, and she's going to use her most out of control and least ethical power that she has. And she's going to try to manipulate Hydra's memory that we are doing really good at this fight, and he wants to surrender and give us A's.
Got you. Give me an unleash your powers roll then.
Okay. Okay, I have one of my labels is, or one of the conditions I have is -2 to it, so that's only that's a 5 with the -2 to it.
Visual.
Yay!
Begin to reach out these almost like. What does this look like? Like, it may not look physically like anything, but how does it manifest in Wish Granter's mind? In Astra's mind?
In Astra's mind, it is the way that she connects to another in this world. It's almost like she's trying to create that connection with someone else. And it's not pleasant for her. It's not pleasant for them, because it is something, a memory manipulation is not a nice power. It's a sneaky one. And so later she's going to feel really bad about it. But right now she doesn't care because she's really mad. So it's kind of her losing some emotional control. And so then for Hydra, before he is able to defend his mind against it, it feels like spindly little webs going into his mind.
Yeah. And you feel those webs almost severed as almost like a steel trap encircles around his brain. And you can like almost like whenever you were having those webs almost enter in, you could feel it almost like healing more, as if his abilities are almost kind of like counterintuitive to there as well. He is going to look at you and go, better, and huck another, like grab a chair and huck it at you. For failing, I'm going to say, as you tap into that power, either mark a condition or mark just one doom track.
I'm going to mark a condition.
Okay.
I'm feeling guilty about what I did.
Yep. And remember, whenever you get to 5 conditions, it's not fully over. It's only over if you have to take another condition.
Yeah.
On top of that.
So I've got 1 left.
Can I make an assess the situation roll?
Yeah, absolutely.
As Piper has her glasses on, but everything happened too fast as she kind of clicks them on to activate, and you see them like light up as it starts doing the kind of analyzing. Yeah, I want to make an assess the situation roll.
Absolutely. Roll a plus superior.
Okay, yeah, sure. That's a 4.
Yeah, go ahead and mark potential and everything. What information is starting to pull up.
Yeah.
You quickly realize there is so much information about Hydra that it's almost like it's like pop-ups, like almost like covering your vision and everything. And you are a little kind of almost like dazed by it. You realize that he has been a hero that has been around for a while and done a lot of things. I'm going to say with all like those alerts kind of going over with that failed roll, you get a -1 to your next roll.
Okay. Damn it.
PSIM doing anything in this moment?
What did I just do? I just fell into Piper, right?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. I can't think of anything right now.
It can be even anything as simple as wanting to run in and kind of get the drop on him, like almost fight against him, try to get another solid blow. You aren't. He's not looking to hurt, but you're also not sure if this test is supposed to be to his unconsciousness or when he calls it, or.
I think I'm gonna teleport to like right behind him. And like as I'm like directly like behind him. I'm gonna try and can I hit him over the head with a chair?
Yeah, I love that.
I mean, he's throwing chairs at us. It's only fair.
Yeah, absolutely. As you do so, give me directly engage a threat. As you kind of teleport.
It's a 5 plus my what is it?
Plus your danger.
Oh, I think my danger is a 0. 1 sec. Yeah, it's just a 5.
So yeah, he's going to grab as you like go down to hit the chair. He grabs it out of the air and slams you into the wall with it. Mark a condition.
Ooh. Damn, that's hot. What are the conditions again?
You have angry, guilty, insecure, hopeless. And there's one other one, right, guys?
I'm angry.
Starting to get a little pissed at this assignment of unmasking your face of everything that's happening here in this moment. Yeah, he's going to be in this moment, he is going to almost take a look at you all. Are you finished yet? Or are you finished, or do you think you have more in you?
Oh, I'm just getting started.
Great. And he is going to grab you and go to throw you. Can you roll to defend?
No. Yeah. Roll to defend?
Roll to defend here, yes.
Okay, so I have to roll plus my savior? Sick, let's go. Guys, I can't help it. She's quippy like Robin, okay?
I love it. I love it so much.
I love it.
That's an 8.
Ooh.
8. So yeah, you manage so either like as you go to defend and everything and like hop I would imagine using your shoes to almost hop away. You manage to like kind of like duck and weave over the side. Go ahead and clear a condition.
Fuck,
you kind of like get a moment to almost like catch your breath and everything.
Yeah. I'll clear. Can I flavor it? Can I have it be that he grabbed me, but Piper like flipped out of his grip?
Yeah, absolutely. You managed to almost like worm yourself away and kind of like with a pretty amazing display of like agility, kind of like out of it and everything. He's going to look to Wish Granter. Any other abilities you would like to try?
No, okay. I'm gonna try, but I am going to try. I have all my conditions marked except for angry at this moment because the anger that was developing went down because it didn't work. I'm not gonna roll to defend. That's a bad idea. We've learned our lesson on that. I'm not doing that for the rest of this campaign.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to directly engage again. I'm gonna make some side blades, and I'm gonna try jumping on my platforms and jump up and just kind of
absolutely
gain the high ground on him.
Directly engage.
Let's see. Okay. It's good, but do I have a -2 to directly engage? I do. Okay, so that's okay. To directly engage. Plus danger. Okay, so that's so straight roll. So that's a 9.
9. You are going to inflict a condition here. Would you like to resist and avoid their blows, take something from him, create an opportunity, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition as well?
Can I take one of our points from the pool and give it to Astra to make it a critical hit on a 10?
I would say, yeah, absolutely. What does this look like as you're helping? Like, you can't do that. You have to tell me how you're helping in this moment. Like, kind of just describe it to me.
Yeah. I think as, like, Piper has flipped out of his grip, I think she tries to kind of, like, pull him down towards the ground, which I think kind of takes his attention onto her as she sort of watches Astra kind of like leap up on these sort of psychic constructs to come down on him.
Yeah, his attention is firmly down, and you manage to the like almost back of the head, just kind of like wham into. Do you go to pierce his skin in this moment, or more of like non-lethal, more blows?
No, it's non-lethal. Okay. It's not lethal.
Yeah.
Kill him.
Yeah, I did say we have to kill him. So I gotta commit to the bit. No, so then the Jew thinks because of Piper distracting him, I want to frighten him. And then can I take his wallet? I just want to have leverage over him. He needs that. So I just want to take his wallet.
Yeah, you managed to fully take his wallet. I'm
holding it up now.
Bam, and you grab his wallet. And as you deal the third and final condition, he is going to stand up. Any other remaining attacks, he's going to, in an almost faster manner, he reaches out, grabs the Eskrima stick. If it comes down, goes to block like each of you with like one of each hand that he has almost. We're finished. Your first test is over.
Had enough?
Because I decided that the test was finished.
Did we win?
Lightbright. Grades will be posted in the morning, and he is going to go over, kind of like go over to his desk, grab almost like a pretty extensive first aid kit from under, and go to attend to Naomi for the second. She will be fine. She's just a little dazed for the moment.
A little unconscious.
Just a little unconscious. She's not unconscious, but she's definitely like kind of still like spinning. You see like almost like sparks coming out of like her fingertips almost of like like going, attending, making sure that she's not concussed or anything like that. Kind of takes like
She's that way because you did that.
I am aware. Were you thinking that hero courses were going to be easy, Miss Lightbright?
That's not what I said.
People will be getting hurt in their assessments. That is the life of a hero. It is also a thing of you cannot save everyone. That is why you must also focus on yourself instead of just blindly going in there. Each of you has lessons that you need to learn. That is what this fight was for. And we'll go back to almost attending to Naomi for a moment. I will say, everyone go ahead and clear one condition.
Yay!
In this fight as well.
Conditions are
Oh, which one do I want to get rid of? Insecure or angry? Oh, damn.
I would say whichever one you think PSM would be feeling more in this moment, keep. But
I feel like they go hand in hand for PSM, though.
You could always roll for it.
Oof.
Evens
Yeah.
one, odds the other.
Okay, evens, insecure, odds, angry. Okay, I'm still angry, but I'm no longer insecure.
There are also ways to clear. There are multiple ways to clear conditions. Some moves let you do it. Like if you successfully defend someone, you are able to clear condition and everything. That's more for fights a lot of the time. Another one is being comforted or supported. Will also clear a condition. That one's less in your control, however. There is another way to clear conditions, and it is in moments of RP a lot of the time. So for like clearing, let me bring it up here. So for like clearing angry, you need to hurt someone or break something important. To clear afraid, you need to run from something difficult. To clear guilty, you must make a sacrifice to absolve your guilt. To clear hopeless, you need to fling yourself into easy relief. And to clear insecure, you need to take foolhardy action without talking to your team. These are very much left up to interpretations on purpose. Mm-hmm. They're very open-ended. So if you have other conditions that you would like to clear, just let me know, you know? Like... and they only go away once you take those actions. These will continue to stay with you for extended periods of time if you do not take work to kind of clear your headspace, almost.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, Professor Callahan kind of finishes up bandaging Naomi and everything, kind of gets her up, like after like checking over her, writes out a note. Take this to the nurse, Naomi. She will be able to help you much better than I am able to. Naomi would just kind of nod, still a little almost out of it for a second, kind of would give like a very almost kind of dejected look almost as she kind of like smiles over to Piper. Would probably, from what I know of Neon and Naomi, probably try to avoid Wish Granter's gaze and not really know what to do with Violet Vex.
Can I escort her?
You will be able to go check on her in just a second. I will be sending Naomi the rest of what will be happening in the lesson for today. Or it is not over just yet. Homeroom.
Did we get A?
You will receive grades tomorrow, like I said.
I'm holding up his wallet, insinuating that we should probably get A's.
Are you trying to blackmail and or bribe a professor?
I think we're at that point in our relationship, yes.
You see, he kind of like the barest hints of a smile come to his face.
Violet Vex is like, you know, still angry, whatever, but like sees that and just kind of like gives a little nod of like respect.
Piper snorts a little bit, just like a.
I can give you grades now if you prefer.
Are they A's?
I'm not. You can take the money. It is not all my money.
No, yeah, I'm sure your ID's in here.
I'm not being bribed into giving you all A's.
Oh my god, what does their ID photo look like?
Oh, let's see it.
You kind of pull it out, and it's like so. Like, let me do the math of like. When do you get your ID renewed?
Is it like awkward?
You get your ID renewed at 21, at like 28.
Yes.
And then
It's like every 10 years.
It's every time your license
years?
expires, right?
Hang on. Wait, let me check. Let me pull mine out.
A relatively older photo almost.
Yeah, every 6 years, every 5 years, every 5 years.
Kind of looks like he's getting to the point where he has to renew it anyways. At this point, like, looks like it's coming up. Is very much to describe Professor Callahan and everything. He is
What do you like?
he's very tall and bulky.
Tall, bulky, smash.
Stop.
I hate all of you so
I don't have the card. I'm sorry. You can't see me holding the card, so I gotta verbally say it. It's fine.
Very
Continue.
much keeps
Describe
himself
him.
well into shape. A head of like curly black hair almost with like a rough 5 o'clock shadow kind of across his lower jaw. And these like almost like piercing neon green eyes almost. Like it's like he definitely has to wear contacts in his civilian identity. You are quickly realizing like those are not the eyes of a normal person. And as you look, they're almost like you're kind of looking and they look a little bit off. They're kind of slitted like a snake's almost.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, his ID picture would be a few years younger and everything. A little bit less of like worry lines and frown lines. It looks like he perpetually has almost a scowl on his face. If you would like your grades now, I will give you them, but that would
what are our grades?
Yeah.
Let's see. Naomi will be receiving a C+ for this particular grade. The rest of you, let's see here. Wish Grantor B-.
No.
Violet Vex B. And Lightbright B+.
Violet's eyes just kind of go like you can just see the rage seething that Lightbright did better than Violet.
Mm-hmm. Room for improvement for all of you, of course, but that's how all grades start out. Nothing I am overtly worried about for each of you. I would, if you would give my wallet back, I would love.
I'm holding this out to give you your wallet back.
Reach out and grab it. I would also very much like to have my brass knuckles back.
I mean, you know, finders keepers. I took it off you. I feel like maybe.
Oh, I will keep that. Rule in mind for our future spars. Then for your gear.
Fine.
And he looks like completely serious. Like he looks willing to let you keep them.
No, there she considers it for a second. As under, she mumbles a little bit.
You
"Well,
look like you're
just-
considering it.
I mean,
Those glasses, I think, would look lovely on me.
I mean, I could always just build new ones. Kind of part of my hope. That takes so long. This time, fine. We'll see about next time if she hands them over.
No.
And as she hands them over, she kind of like gives him a little bit of smirk and go, "You should smile more. You'd look prettier."
Are you telling me to smile more?
Oh no, we're a group of all femme telling our male teacher to smile more.
Oh yeah. She crosses her arm and goes, "Yeah, you look like you always are pissed at the world."
Accurate.
Maybe not the best look for a hero.
Well, it's a good thing I'm mostly a professor nowadays. Now, for the main part of Homeroom and the reasons for this class, we will not be sparring every time. If there will be periodic sparring here and there, either between me or yourselves, just to test your skills in a smaller, more friendly environment. And yes, this was friendly. For those of you in the hero classes, you will be going through worse trials for your spars. Something to keep in mind. Something that the delinquent class will always... not the delinquent class. Sorry, that's your playbook.
Rehabilitation?
The rehabilitation class will be going... The rehabilitation
Freudian slip.
will be going through as well. Violet Vex, your classes will be have quite a bit of run over with Lightbright and Neon as well. Wish Granter, from what they've told me about you and your abilities, and from what I've experienced myself, you will have some courses in the hero course as well, mostly revolving around power regulation, much of the time. As a required course for many support, hero, and even some admin professions that they also must be going through, given their unique abilities. From what I remember, you share that with Neon. But the main reason for this is to explain to you how your secret side of courses will be working. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you will have your normal classes, your regular degrees. You'll be expected to go out, show up, be traditional university students. You will not get in trouble for any kind of frolicking. You might go off and do parties and the like. In fact, you are inspected to be seen at different clubs and functions to help keep your secret identities, as that will also be a grade.
I get to party for a grade?
Just do
Sounds
not
fun.
expose yourself or get in trouble with the law, and we will be fine. Yes, Wishcraft.
That shouldn't be too hard.
So if I have rehearsal and there's like something we're supposed to do in the hero track, can I go to rehearsal? Because I don't want to get kicked out of the show.
You will have to figure it out.
Oh, great. Okay, thank you.
So for what?
For just whatever show's being put on, it's part of the credits for my degree.
Your degree?
Oh, theater.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
so you're telling me that in our group, not only do we have this southern person with no powers, we also have a theater kid?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, this person with no powers did better than you in that fight, so be careful.
I put my helmet back on to hide my face.
You can just see like the rage just igniting in Violet's eyes. She like restrains herself from like acting out.
You watch as Hydra kind of marks down, changing that to a B and a B minus respectively for teamwork purposes. Those will encompass your Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, you will be expected to make your way here or another undisclosed location that you will receive through your burner phones for homeroom and your secret classes. Which will be, it is quite a different aspect. You will not have the same classes every week. It will be what those professors decide to teach you for that week. You will come here first. As your homeroom, you will be having a debriefing about different things and different aspects going on in Pangea. Which, getting into today's debriefing, you watch as he grabs a tiny little remote in his massive hands, gonna try, almost like struggles with it for a second, and the hologram blackboard would kind of power on, and you would see a very familiar looking massive sea creature, kaiju, laying on its side on the beach, and a massive crystallized glass crater. The kaiju incident of last week. Now, tell me, what are things you could have done better in this scenario? Reflecting back on.
I think I may have gotten a little too trigger happy with using my powers, and that caused some problems later on.
That is something we will be teaching you. I meant more in choices that you made during this fight.
Mm.
You like the dark?
If you have nothing you would like to say, I can point out a few things.
Should have analyzed the situation better. Maybe split the teams up differently as opposed to the way we had them. And we definitely should have investigated more after the battle was over.
That last part, especially, is what I was going to suggest. However, no matter. The teams also, it needed to be less splitting and more working together. You all have a very individualistic manner of fighting. That is also what I wanted to judge of today.
You watch as Lightbright has like flipped open her kind of gadget on her wrist and is like furiously typing. She's taking notes.
Yeah. Again, not something fully your fault. That was your first time meeting each other for most of you. Teamwork will be another thing you will be learning in this class. So what the main reason for this class is learning how to work well with others. All of you have had some instances of seeing hero life in cases from one side or the other. So you would have seen many times of how there are many heroes that like to work together. Apollo and Dr. Quintet, Apollo and Mother Nature, for example, enjoy working together. The Seer less so with a bunch of others, but she did often like to work with the elementalist as well. Together, you can accomplish much more than you can apart. You must also, however, be individually up to the task. And that goes for no matter what course you are in. Just because you are a hero does not mean that you do not need help. Or just because you are in the support course does not mean that you are sidelined. If there's something you can do, do it. Things that were found after the kaiju incident. We had members from the Sky District come down and take a look and report back here to Brimsdale. They managed to find a trail from the scene. It seems that there was a third member from somewhere that escaped notice. That they found almost with a trail of the toxic liquid that was found in the kaiju system, the mutagen. It led back to the Nox district, is where we were able to find it, going through a series of the sewer systems and tunnels lower down. Where they managed to find an abandoned lab of some kind. Hurriedly packed away, most of the evidence taken out, but it led to, we found evidence of them exiting the sewer from a casino in from a casino called Lux Gambit, also found in the Nox district.
At the mention of like an abandoned lab, Piper kind of under her breath just goes, "I knew it."
Something you would like to say, Miss Lightbright?
There were signs that the creatures were experimented on, and from what I could tell, the simplest conclusion was that they were probably created by somebody or something, so they're being laid back to a lab. Just kind of proves my theory, I guess.
Very good. Trust your instincts more next time. Follow those leads. It will be your jobs as heroes one day as heroes, and even if you wish to become sidekicks or more support-oriented, it will be your jobs to help with these investigations, to find the sources of these problems much of the time. There is only so much that the non-heroic can do in moments. You will have the training. You will have the morals to do what is right. You are dismissed from Homeroom. Again, I am sorry for the rough meeting we have all had today. And when in this room, I am Professor Callahan. But outside of the room, I would appreciate it if you called me Hydra.
Do you mean to flip that?
Flip it, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me repeat. I know what I'm saying. This in Homeroom, to you, I am Professor Callahan. Outside of this classroom, I know what I'm saying, don't worry. Outside of this classroom, in the secret sides of things, as you will see me around.
Got it.
Call me Hydra. I do teach some classes at the actual Brimsdale, however. You'll find me much in many of the nursing courses.
Andy's a nurse?
Yeah, he's a nursing professor. If you see me there...
You see Pipe furiously taking notes just on all of this.
If you see me there, if you have anything to ask me, feel free, but also call me Professor Callahan up there. If there are any other questions?
Piper starts to like raise a hand and then thinks about it and just puts her hand down.
What is your question?
I have a lot. It's fine. I have a question a lot about your powers. Yeah, no, it's about your powers, which you told me I could do if I got an A.
You may ask one question.
So, like, does your regeneration work on, like, your whole entire body and, like, everything? Or is it only on the body parts that, like, you can create?
My entire body. I can grow any extra additional limb. I can also grow extra organs as well.
Guys, I don't need to show the card for y'all to know what I'm thinking.
Stop it. It's so funny.
Wait,
It's so funny.
Wait, can you grow other body parts? Like, could you grow like multiple eyes, or like to like see more things, or like ears to?
It increases it does not increase the level of my perception. But it allows me a greater view around my body if I do such a thing. I cannot see farther by growing extra eyes, but I can see in other directions.
Is there like a limit to like how many things you can like grow at once? Like, I assume there's like some sort of limit capacity to it,
There's
but like how?
Not a limb capacity, but a mass capacity.
Oh, mass capacity. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So like the more like she'll keep going if you let her. Like
that is enough for today. You may ask me future questions in future homes.
Sorry.
But I have a feeling we will be here for quite a while longer if I continue.
She kind of looks down a little embarrassed.
Why are you embarrassed?
People always tell me to shut up when I ask a lot of questions about heroes and stuff. So I just assumed that's what you were doing.
I'm here to encourage and answer questions. And that goes for any of you.
Okay.
You're dismissed if there are no other questions from anyone else. Very well. Lightbright and Lightbright, Violet Vex. This door will lead back to an secret way back into your dorm rooms. I will send Neon over to your room as well, whenever.
Oh, Piper double takes. I'm sorry. Our dorm room?
Quite. The information that the school gave me showed that the two of you were rooming together.
Oh, dear God. And then Violet is going to like roll their eyes and then just teleport to their room.
I love them so much.
Yeah, this is going to totally be great, and we're going to be the best of friends.
Please mention to them that if they are caught with their abilities, it will be quite bad.
Yes,
especially
sure.
For them.
Got it. As like Piper walks away, kind of under her breath. Yeah, no, of course. Send the person with no powers to tell the student with powers to not get caught using them. That'll go over great. She takes the secret entrance back to her dorm room.
Yeah, absolutely. Does Miss Granter go back to her dorm?
Yeah.
Gotcha. It's probably like evening at this point of orientation earlier today, getting ready to come here, the events of homeroom, getting back to your dorms. You are all exhausted and tired and ready to sleep for the day. But yeah, you managed to get back to your dorm rooms. Yes, Morgan?
Can I, as I'm heading back, text Apollo?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to go, thanks for the heads up about the unmasking. Followed by a second test that goes, what do you know about Hydra?
Gotcha. He would text back, kind of like, I'm sorry. They kind of swear us to secrecy, that whole kind of thing, you know? We're not allowed to tell our students of what's going to be happening.
Piper sends back the emoji that's like the side eye.
He hearts it. He would send back, oh, they gave you Hydra. I'm so sorry. He's been teaching there since I was a student.
Piper sends back like a gravestone and a skull and goes, wow, so he's really old then.
His powers stop him from aging.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Because it's his entire body that regenerates, including his cells. That
makes so much sense. That makes so much sense.
He would get back a bit of a hard ass, but wants to do the right thing.
Yeah, Piper would just sort of Piper's gonna react with like the haha to that. And we'll head back to her dorm. Mm-hmm. And I imagine she like walks past Peasum's door and sees the nameplate, yeah. Mm-hmm. And goes to walk past it and then stops and then sighs and goes, I mean, waiting to say this is like not gonna help at all, so, and knocks on the door.
At this point, Peasum has like already changed into like baggy like pair of sweats. One of those like, you know, like cropped, not like cropped, but like those like muscle tees where it's like there's a slit on like the side and it's like very clearly like cut up by themselves. And it's like an old band tee, okay? So they're hot. And they open the door.
I think
I was going to say, I'm also guessing that Piper would have got, like, the secret entrance would have led back to your room itself to where you could have changed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Piper is probably in, like, you know, like, shorts and, like, some sort of, like, floral shirt and has the wig on, so it's the straight kind of brown hair. Doesn't have the colored contacts in, so it's, like, her regular hazel eyes. And probably was, like, going to, like, the little, like, kitchen area that I assume is here, maybe.
Like you have a small little kitchenette. Yeah, to like grab a glass of water or like a snack or something, and would. So you would see now Piper, who looks pretty different from Lightbright. Hi.
Damn. God, just
what
like
is that supposed to mean?
The accent is gonna kill me every single time.
But I can't really do much about it. That's not why I'm here. Look, you left. Professor wanted me to tell you to be careful about. Just points to your hair. That. Don't want to get caught. I didn't want to do this. He told me I had to tell you.
They just don't want me to tarnish the school's reputation. I get it.
I think they probably just don't want you to get caught and expose everything.
They kind of like shrug it off. I don't know. They're like not as like angry as they were earlier, but they're still like not. You've never seen them calm before in their life.
Sure. Yeah. That makes sense.
Especially like this is the first time you're seeing Peaceum in like their like civilian like clothing.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna go back to like no, I know what they're gonna do. They have like a backpack on like a chair in their room, and they're like kind of like packing it with like ropes and like a couple cans of like spray paint.
Piper sees. I think Piper sees that and just like in her head is like, if I don't know, I don't have to be involved. And it's just like, yep. Bye.
Cool. Bye.
Walks back into her room to start
As you walk
unpacking.
back into your room, you kind of hear just kind of like something back away from the door to one of the other rooms. You see kind of like, and then you kind of peek out like, hi. I just want to introduce myself. Hi, hello.
Hi. Sorry. It's been a crazy
Tell me
first
about it. Oh my
day.
gosh.
Yeah.
Just everything so much. Already getting swamped from my own classes. We already have homework. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm Kiana.
Oh, hi. I'm Piper. It's real nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
I'm from the South originally, but I've
Where
been
from in
here
the
on
South?
this island.
I'm from Texas, is why I ask. I did so much work. I did so much work to get rid of the accent. I respect it, though. It sounds good on you. Trust me, it sounds awesome.
Thank you. Not everybody agrees with you. I'm from a real small town in Georgia. So
Georgia, gotcha. I'm sorry. I just wanted to.
It's like visibly uncomfortable having to tell that to somebody.
Yeah. It's like, I won't pry. Don't worry. Just wanted. I'm from Houston, Texas.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just wanted to say hi. I'll get out of your hair. Sorry, I can tell you.
No, it's
tired.
fine. It's been a day. Can you describe this roommate to me?
Yeah, you see in front of you an African American woman with long black hair, a pretty wide smile, very friendly disposition, and just like your eyes kind of notice, like is currently holding like a coffee mug that says says like Catastic Coffee and has a little picture of cat off to the side of it and everything. That seems to be filled with just black coffee. You also realize it's the evening.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, I'm sorry. Piper's a fucking sidekick. Okay, she like thrives on coffee. She just go
tapping the glass ever so slightly.
Yeah. So you already got assigned homework. What's your major?
Electrical engineering. Much already.
My best friend has the same major as you.
Oh, I noticed a couple of people weren't there today. She must have been one of those and everything.
She got a bit of a late start, got held up at orientation for some reason or another. I'm not totally sure. I had to go off and
all this admin kind of bullshit and everything. I fully understand. You might want to warn her that we already have assignments due at the end of the week.
I will. I'll text her right now.
Yeah, no. But yeah, I'm Kiana and everything. I just wanted to just say hi. I heard the two of you. I take it that they.
It's we did not make the greatest first impression with each other, and
just like me and our other one. Got it.
Oh, there's who's the fourth one?
Luis. He's from Spain.
Okay.
He told me, I think he was been at business management. I was kind of annoying a little bit while he was trying to read. That is on me. I know. I am. Yeah. I can make a fool of myself every now and then.
I mean, don't we all?
Yeah. No, he seems a little standoffish, Louise, but I think he'll be all right. I think I can get him to warm up to me. Just as a little rating. He likes his books very much.
I understand. Although I mostly go for comic books and graphic novels, but no, I get it.
Gosh, so do I. Wait, what's your favorite? Who's your favorite?
She looks around a little like embarrassedly and is like, if I start talking about it, I'll never stop. And
I'll tell you who my favorite is.
I'm a really big Mother Nature fan.
Oh, I adore her.
She's my favorite.
Adore her. She's been around forever too. Like I think she's one of the longest running heroes.
Longest running heroes. I think one of the first heroes Piper starts to like go like one of the first heroes definitely that has ever been recorded. She might have even been a hero before then, and we just didn't know because it wasn't exactly recorded. And then stops herself and goes,
yeah.
And stops herself and goes, sorry. Sorry.
No, she's awesome. She's so cool and everything. I love her. She's not my top one, but she's definitely top 5. Definitely top 5 for me. My personal favorite. It's so nerdy. I love Dr. Quintet. I am absolutely the things he's able to make, the ways he's just been able to benefit society and everything. He's just absolutely incredible. Like very much a big inspiration for why I'm here. Like, yeah.
Oh wow, that's amazing. No, he's absolutely incredible. He's also one of my favorites. I mean, the way he can grasp technology and the things that he can build and make, and just the power of his mind and everything. It's just like it's really, really so different from anybody else out there, and it's really special and
cute too. Like, I know.
Piper, like. No, hey, everybody has their thing. So as Piper in her head is like, oh my God, I how am I having this conversation right now? That man is like another mentor to me. I cannot.
He's like an uncle to me.
Yeah, he's like an uncle to me. This is so weird. Doesn't say any of that aloud, obviously, but like in her head. Right. Ash, it seemed like you were in the middle of something. I want to do some unpacking.
This project.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I gotta get in contact with the other group members at some point too. I'll be back. You'll see me around probably. If you ever want to talk about like comics or superheroes or anything, all you gotta do is knock. Like,
thank you. I appreciate it a lot. There's this like wanting to like be really excited about it, but like it's very clear that Piper is like holding that part of herself back, and it's just like, thanks, I appreciate it. I'm gonna start on some unpacking before I just fall on my bed and pass out.
Okay, yeah, I'll let you get to it. Sorry. And she would head back into her dorm.
Yeah, and Piper kind of walks into her room and starts unpacking some of her boxes. And like as she does, there's like one box that is entirely notebooks. Mm-hmm. And she starts sort of taking those out. And as she reaches the bottom, for the audience, you would see one, and it's older, and as she flips it open, a lot of the pages have been torn out. And she kind of just looks at it for a second and is just like, no, not again, and closes it and puts it away with the other ones.
We shift slightly to the dorm right across the hall. What's Pisum doing in this moment after the day that they have had, after everything that's kind of happened?
Well, they're still angry. Like, so they're gonna find something to blow off steam. So, in peace and fashion, has their backpack loaded with their building, climbing, trespassing gear.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
And yeah, isn't gonna they're gonna do things like the old fashioned way, like the way that like normies would, instead of just like teleporting. They're gonna like sneak out their window and then head on into the city and like find a really tall building and just like climb it and then tag it and then like kind of keep going, just like having the thrill of hopping building to building and like tagging shit.
Yeah. So are you going for an important building that will be seen? Because if you are, I'll say that's enough for you to be able to clear your angry condition at the end of the scene if you do it.
Sure.
Gotcha. So what
can I
kind of
like
building?
a hero building? Like an agency or something? I think that'd be funny.
Yeah, you can very easily find an agency.
Ooh.
A majority of quite a few of them would be in the Sky District. It's a little bit harder to get there though, but you would be able to find some in the Glass District. Sorry, the Foundry District. It is called the Glass District by many members of Pangea from the amount of times it's had to be rebuilt and broken and quite a few hero agencies find themselves here because it's where a lot of the fights end up taking place. But yeah, I would say, are you looking for a high profile hero? Or are you looking for a lower profile?
Like a higher profile, probably.
Perfect. Give me a
kind of just like a big fuck the system sort of thing,
Absolutely. Yes. Give me a superior roll. And I will say that this will count for like the finding, the tagging, and the getting away aspect, depending on how well you roll.
Sweet, let's roll this. That's a 10.
10. Yeah, you are easily. I would say with a 10, you're able to find the agency. You've managed to find the agency of a hero called Cosmo Queen, who is ranked 9th in the world.
Yo.
One of the few top-ranked heroes that have an agency down here on the Glass District that you managed to tag. You are able to get in, get out, and tag whatever you want on a 10+. You get to tell me what happens.
Oh, okay. I haven't even figured out what Violet Vex's or Pisum's tag would be yet. I'm gonna come up with one and draw it out because it would be the same symbol.
Absolutely.
But they don't approach the agency from the ground. They kind of have already scaled a few buildings, and is kind of leaping building to building. And then when it gets closer to the agency, I feel like it's a taller building. I don't know why. I visualize. I feel like they've got like, this is gonna sound stupid, but like suction cup, like gloves, boots, some sort of to like scale the building.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This is absolutely a world where you could absolutely have something like that. Anything you think of, you
But
can
also, but also like with the rope, no, I don't think they'd be able to throw it that high. But yeah, just like scales the building, and then like once is like on the top and like is like throwing off their backpack and kind of stretching their muscles and stuff out. They start like tagging all over like the roof,
yeah.
and like just like different in like this incredibly high spot. And then ooh, how do I want to escape? Probably gonna with their bag and everything after they're done, have everything like back in their bag, throw their backpack on, and then probably gonna like do like a run and then like a roll when they land on like the building over, and then just kind of like continue doing that until they're like close enough to close enough where they're able to like attach a rope and then like slide down.
Yeah, no,
to the ground.
You get down, you land with no one having caught you or anything. You manage to get around any of the security systems. You manage to get in and out without being seen by anyone. And head back to the dorm. And I will say you can go ahead and clear your angry condition.
Yeah!
The next morning on the news, you would all see just kind of like graffiti artist tags home of Cosmo Queen. Just like bunches of that, of like questioning the security around the place, and very much causes a little bit of drama, but no one knows who did it.
Except for probably Piper, because there'd probably be like one of like the main tag that piece of music would have been on their wall.
Yeah, I was like, can Piper put 2 and 2 together?
Yeah, I say, watching the news, you see that same exact tag and go, "Oh my god!"
Piper just like, oh fuck, are you kidding me? God damn it! Of course, this is.
Imagine being told to lay low and then tagging a pink hero.
I love them so much.
And Piper just goes. Not my circus, not my monkey. Not my circus, not my monkey.
I didn't see it, so I'm not a part of it. I didn't see it, so I'm not a part of it.
Yep. I'm just, if anyone asks me about it, I'm gonna lie. I'm not gonna deal with this.
Yeah.
Good lie for me. Aw.
Astra, what are you doing the hours you have left after homeroom?
The hours that Astra has left, she definitely like texts her sister, just like because her sister probably wants updates. So honestly, they probably have like a family group chat. So it's like her parents and her sister and Jonathan, and so so it's called like the fam. And so she probably is just like, first day went really well, with like a smiley face and a thumbs up, like and like the sleepy emoji, like.
The first one to respond back is Jonathan, and it is a thumbs up emoji. Jonathan texts like a 40-year-old man. Like,
Jonathan.
Like you're thinking, you're not this old, you're a little bit older than me. You should have more knowledge about technology. He is basically an old man in a young person's body.
That's the best.
And he's always the very first one. He commonly texts using just emojis.
I love it.
Just thumbs up, or just like likes the thing you just sent a lot of the time.
But one of us doesn't have an iPhone, so instead it sends the text message. So it's like Jonathan liked, and then it quotes the text.
Every time he texts, I didn't send that. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Your sister would respond back shortly after. Details? How did it go? What's happening? Your mom would text back. Leave her alone. It is okay. You both attend the same school. You can ask her anytime. Let her rest.
I send the sleepy emoji again, but also the sly smiling emoji. Like messing with her.
See, yeah, she's tired from your mom and also sly, the same kind of emoji. Your dad would go, so proud of you, sweetheart.
And then I'll be in my dorm.
Yeah, coming back into your dorm, you would actually run into a girl about your age, with curly blonde hair, cute little, like very cute kind of features, and everything, kind of looking up from one of her textbooks that she has like on the like kind of in the common room area, reading from like a nursing textbook and everything. It's like, oh, hi, you must be one of the other roommates, right?
Oh yes, I'm Astra.
Camilla. And she would like just hold
Camilla.
up her hand to shake.
You're Camilla.
Yes, yeah, hi. Yeah, I saw your name on the door. I met the other one. I haven't met Naomi yet. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Naomi's nice. You'll meet her soon.
Oh, wonderful. Finn seems nice enough. He's a little standoffish. But I can definitely tell that he's like, he's all right so far. Yeah. Sorry, I'm rambling. Brain's a little
No, not at all.
Brain's a little. I'm trying to read ahead. From what I hear, the professor can be a bit of a hard ass.
Yeah. Can I guess your major?
What could ever tell you? And she would grin down at the yeah. Like, I just, yeah, I've always been really interested in like the human anatomy and everything, and kind of like what goes on with it. Like,
you have my utmost respect.
it's
that
a lot of studying.
Yeah,
and you can already see a far off look in her eyes as she got the syllabus today and is looking at the course load.
Let me know if you ever just need someone to help quiz you or anything like that. Anything I can do to help.
I might need that at some point. Same goes for you though. Like, okay. What are you studying?
Oh, it's I'm studying theater. So
oh my gosh, that's so cool. You are so much braver than I could ever be. I could never be. I would love to, but I would never make it.
Well, I could never be a nurse, so I
think you
I commend you.
Could.
No.
Well, if you ever need help running lines, I can be kind of a brick wall to say them too. I don't know how much emotion you'll get back from me, but
no. Well, it's so nice to meet you.
No, it's so nice to meet you too. Like, yeah. All right,
we'll have to do like a movie night with all of us and just hang out together for a little bit.
So fun. I know no one here. I'm not from here.
So. Me too. I'm not even from this. I'm so far away.
I'm not too far. I'm from New York, so I'm not too far away. I'm still within like a boat ride, plane ride from home. So not too terribly far, but I know this is my first time being to Pangea. Like,
yeah, I just came here like a week ago to live with my sister and my brother-in-law for just a little bit before the big move over here to make it easier. But
you have family here.
Yeah. The rest are in California, so it is
Oh my god,
a hike.
You are so far. Well, hey, like, yeah, if you ever like, I'd love to. I need friends around here. I'd love for you to be home. Yeah,
absolutely.
If you ever need to go off and do something, I'm like right down the hall.
Yeah, absolutely. Feel free to knock on my door if you need anything. I'm happy to help.
Of course, yeah, 100%. And she'd go back to studying, trying to get ahead on the semester. It looks like, each of you would kind of like check your phones and see that to your student email, to your Brimsdale emails, you would have had the syllabuses sent over to you, just kind of detailing what you're going to be going through for like the next week. Astra, it doesn't reveal the musical that you're going to be performing, but it does say, like, for your first day of class, musical reveal. It was question mark.
Oh my gosh.
For Piper, looks like you're going to have a pretty heavy workload because you have a major and 2 minors you're studying for.
Does hero count as? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, audience. For those of you listening, because nobody has asked what Piper's major yet in game is. Piper is a social work major with a minor in human development and family studies.
Yes.
Along with also
the hero goes. So
studying to be a hero.
2 majors and 1 minor.
2 majors and a minor. Yeah.
Each of you kind of having 2 majors.
Yeah. I know. I feel like Piper gets like emails about like both her majors and her minor, and it's just like,
it looks
you
like
signed up for this
workload.
Yeah.
Naomi is not here. The player's not here. He's not here. Naomi is going to be having a heavy workload as well, it looks like. Trust me, engineering classes are fucking hell.
I will send a text to Naomi that's just like, hey, one of my roommates has the same major as you, and she seems super sweet. She is a really big Dr. Quintet fan, though, so just as a warning. As I text Naomi
exclamation marks sent back to you, like a whole page worth of what? Huh?
Just wanted to give you a heads up.
It's like, yeah, she better be. And then PSIM for your Indigenous Studies. Also looks like you might be having a pretty heavy workload as well for the semester.
Yeah, major in linguistics, minor in Indigenous Studies.
Sorry, yes, my bad. I knew I was missing something. Looks like you are also going to have a pretty heavy workload as well. Yeah, you all go to sleep. You kind of rest up. For those of you who still have conditions, you still have them until you take the necessary ways to get rid of them. So maybe defend someone, and defending someone isn't just from an attack, like a physical attack. Maybe someone is being like verbally bullied, and you kind of step in and be like, hey, stop it. No. Or maybe you do it from one of the other ways through the actions, or maybe you get someone, or maybe someone comes back down and comforts and supports you, which is kind of the ways to get rid of conditions. But going through your first week, I would love for everyone to give me a mundane roll.
Oh no.
Let's go.
Yeah, Piper's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. I would say mundane or superior. I think superior also ties in pretty well with something like this, of being able to be like, no, I am going, like, kind of like brute force of will, I am going to do better.
Yeah.
I will use superior then, because I am really good in that.
It's either a -1 or a 0 for those two. But I rolled a 9.
Sorry.
It's okay. I rolled a 9 this time.
9.
Hey.
I also got 9.
9.
How does an 11 sound,
11.
GM?
Piper, it's not easy. I'm not going to say it's easy work. You blow through this. You kind of like go through the week. You're like, no, I am gonna do awesome in these classes. I am gonna be a fucking badass with my grades. For the other two, 9 is a partial success. So you definitely feel some of the stress. You definitely feel a little bit of it starting to get to you, but you manage to go through and kind of just succeed at everything. Some of the scenes we're going to kind of run through as you go through the week. For Astra, you walk into class, it is held in kind of like an auditorium almost, with a stage up in the back. Your seats are kind of like in like the
audience
seats.
And you gotta sit in the front row because the class isn't big enough to fill all the seats.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. And like you kind of walk in and you don't see your professor. Kind of looking around, you look down at the time, and it's like, I mean, this class is starting pretty soon. You take a seat, and you're like, 5 minutes goes by.
It's so cold in here.
Yeah, no, it's freezing. You like see one of the people go to the next to you. It's like, I know, I should have brought my jacket. I don't know. I should have brought my sweater. I was thinking, I don't know what.
Amateur move.
I know. And like you look at the time and it's a minute before the class like officially starts. Goes through. As soon as it clicks to class starting, the lights dim. The curtains begin to draw back and a spotlight shines down and you see illuminated, you see this elderly woman.
Yes.
With like
some old person. Why?
I wish I had an old person at my community college.
Am I going off of stereotypes for all of this? Absolutely, I am.
Things you're correct. You're correct.
I know I am. I took a few theater classes. I remember them. Like elderly woman. In a massive hat with a feather sticking out of it. A feathered boa wrapped around her neck.
I love her.
And like sunglasses on. Drama. Passion. Theater. In this class, you will learn how to woo the hearts of the audience, of how to charm your way into any social graces. You have picked the one true major of Brimsdale.
Not the nursing people saving lives.
We save lives too, my dear. We not only save their lives, but we save their souls.
We do.
Everyone, partner up. We're going to go into a little bit of a exercise.
All right now.
We're going to go into a little bit of like a couple of icebreakers as well.
No.
You go through the icebreakers. She has you start going through some like breathing exercises with a partner and everything. And like kind of speaking exercises. And then she would give you some parts to kind of just like read off of and start to go in a little bit of the history of theater is kind of what your first day is about. In a few of the next lessons, you have a bit more of practical readings of some old plays and musicals. That you kind of go through and everything. Like ones that every theater student has to go through, like Romeo and Juliet. Like
Death of the Salesman will bend the Crucible.
Death of the Salesman for the third fucking time.
And the Crucible again.
The Crucible.
Yes, absolutely. You are, and these are kind of like you're picked at random to read from certain parts or whatever based on the day.
Oh no.
Something I would like you to do for me as a player, could you help me come up with a theater partner that you're kind of paired with for the semester?
Yeah. I think I end up paired with someone who's getting their theater major a little bit later. Like they got a different degree and now they're pursuing a theater one later. So I think it's a lady in her early 30s and she's living her best life and she is so excited about learning everything. Like it's a way for her to get away from life for a little bit and just do some theater. And yes, I've had plenty of these people in my classes and I love them. They're the best.
No, absolutely. Her name's Monica.
Monica.
And she is so enthused to like learn and everything. And like takes whatever you were saying, like you've been in this world for a minute, right? I'm still kind of new. It was always one of my passions that I wanted to go into. I was a boring business major that I kind of completed, but I'm so tired of it. I just kind of want to come back and learn, like, you know?
Yeah, let's do it. This is going to be fun.
Forsooth, Macbeth.
Yes.
It kind of
as just typing her up like
no, absolutely. Like, and Monica absolutely hypes you up as well. Like trade numbers and everything to kind of like go through and like, yeah, you kind of like make a friend in Monica very much so.
I love that.
On the last day of the week, everyone is kind of huddled together. Today's the day.
What's
You're
the
learning.
I bet it's Hamilton. Show. I bet they got the rights early.
Got the rights early, son of a... It's just so overplayed. It's just so overplayed. No, what are you talking about? There's a reason why it's overplayed. Like, you just gotta hear.
We'll sell out tickets every day.
Students, and your professor's name. She doesn't like the term professor. She much rather prefers the term madam. Her name is Madam Cowfer. Cowfer.
Perfect.
And she is every bit as dramatic and every bit as over the top as you could ever imagine. She is that theater professor.
I love her with my whole heart.
No, darling, I love you.
I love that everything I'm saying out of game is just becoming canon in the theater game.
Listen, if you don't say, if Astra doesn't say it, someone else is like, Madam Cowfer, I just adore you. It's like, no, darling, I adore you. Students, gather around. So, I know you've all been waiting for a minute, but the musical we were performing for this semester at the end of the year that you will all be auditioning for in the next coming weeks. Could someone give me a drum roll, please? And like everyone starts like on their chairs and everything on the desk. Elf the musical. Just in time for Christmas too. It'll be coming around. Like And you get a bunch of mixed reactions from the students. Like some are like, "Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so fun," and others are gonna be like, "Elf, no, no," sobbing in the corner. We'd be having auditions in the next few weeks, so make sure to pick who you want to be reading for, and make sure to have a little something prepared for me, you know? All right, you're dismissed, and it's like 30 minutes left in the class still.
Sick.
Like, you were brought here today to learn about the show. That's all Madame Calfer had planned. Like...
Came in for some zip zap zop, some repetition, and find out the musical, and you're done.
Gotta do some mirror exercises.
Some mirror exercises.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 100%.
Gotta go read for Steel Magnolias later.
I need you guys to know I'm so triggered right now, truly.
I'm so sorry.
It's so funny.
Misty.
No, it's so funny. Also, Abigail, fuck you being a theater kid from California.
Yeah.
I'm a theater kid from California, too.
I'm also a theater kid from California.
I played this character both out.
You're going through, you realize that a good majority of the people here are from California. Like, and when I say good majority, I mean like 10 to 20%, just because I know Pangea takes from all over you also then realize Pangea takes from all over the world. Like, you're saying that like
so many Californians.
You're like, oh my gosh, I am my state.
We are a parasite.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me about it. Coming here from Texas, sons of God.
Hey, get out of this class.
I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. Stream, it's a joke.
Go to the poly. You're in the poli sci classes across the hallway. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Peace. You come into your classes and you find a relatively small class to at least begin with some of your majors and everything. Kind of describe to me who you sit next to.
I feel like PSM would sit kind of like alone near like the back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like they have a choice of like who sits beside them. It's like just this person just comes up and is like, is the seat taken? And then like sits like right next to them. And who I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, from what
I'm imagining.
Mm-hmm.
No, you continue.
I was gonna say what you've described to me so far. I think it's someone very not socially aware. Kind of doesn't recognize the piss off, I don't want anyone to sit next to me kind of look that you give off, or aura that you kind of give off, that I imagine that piece of is kind of exuding. That works on most people. Most people are like, oh, they don't want anyone to sit next to them. This person comes in kind of probably a little late, just like looking around. I'm like, oh, I see the back's open. Okay. Hi, is this seat open?
Beeson would not answer and is just like kind of focused on whatever lesson, or if there's no lesson, just like reading a book.
Awesome. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much. And would like go to sit down right next to you.
Just like the nastiest little glare, like this bombastic side eye.
Sees you doing it. I know. I had such an awful morning trying to wake up this morning too. Like, it's so hard to get to my classes sometimes. Hi, I'm Jamie, by the way. And you see this like very androgynous looking person right across from you. Just like big, like very innocent, naive smile almost.
Peace him. and like will not shake hand, will not like make
Oh, yeah, sorry about that.
conversation.
Sorry, I'm a physical touch person a lot of the time. I'm still trying to remember that not everyone is. That's my bad. I'm sorry. Yeah,
I love
I'm
this
excited
person.
for
It
the
is
rest
so
of
hard to hate them.
the day.
I said I love this person. It is so hard to hate them.
You're welcome. It's what I do best because I am this person. uh, are you excited for class today? Like, what do you think we're gonna be learning? Like, oh right, class is supposed to start. I'm sorry. I should probably stop talking.
Pisum is like nose is buried in like in a book.
Mhm.
I imagine like for like I don't know, for like a linguistics course, I feel like they would be like reading. I feel like Pisum would be reading something along the lines of like Babel. I don't know if
Mhm.
you guys know that one.
Yes.
I'm currently reading it. I really like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that one's all like different languages and magic and shit. Yeah.
Seeing you reading this person, we go, I'm so sorry. You're reading. That's my bad. And would kind of go quiet to themselves for a little bit, not bother you too much. But you would notice them kind of like drawing out and stenciling just like some art, like some doodles on their paper as well. Kind of just like sketching the classroom almost. Until the teacher would come in. And you would have Professor Taima here. A younger woman, probably in her late 20s, early 30s or so, of Hispanic descent, just kind of sitting there with a look up smile, like, "Oh, welcome to class, everyone. I will be Professor Taima. I will be teaching you today. Very well," and would begin to get into it with that 9. Like I said, it's a lot of like heavy course load. Love you with
A lot of like breaking
fucking
down like
patience, my
words.
professor.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's very much a lot of breaking down languages and kind of root words to begin off with, and just kind of how they're connected not only to it's their own language, but also of other languages and how they've impacted other languages as well, and just kind of like the beginnings of those. In your indigenous studies kinds of classes, you have a professor. I'm sorry if I butcher the name and everything. Kotori, Professor Kotori, of indigenous descent, of and he's a very passionate man of who very much takes to his field, and is very excited to share his studies with the rest of his students, is very eager to answer any kinds of questions that you might ask, and all around a very not chill professor, very energetic and but also very willing to work with his students to make sure that they are getting the knowledge that they need. So you probably
Whereas Pisum, like a lot of the time, is very like standoffish and is very much like a leave me alone. When it comes to like the Indigenous Studies course, she is like respectful. She is like I'm gonna say following the Dene laws, even though that's not like probably the correct for whatever area it is, because I mean, the 9A laws is like share what you have. It's like, being respectful, sharing what you have. Oh, so there's like 8 or 9 of them. My brain is soup. One of them's like work at day, sleep at night.
Good bestie.
Just like following like all these like different like indigenous things to like live by. Like it is a very different side of peace than any of y'all would see.
And I think you very much at least start out the week with like A's on any assignment that you turn into your Indigenous Studies classes. Of like, I think that's where like the 9 kind of comes into play, is like your focus is definitely here. And Professor Katori loves it. He absolutely will engage with you. He will direct questions over to you, seeing how like that kind of like gets you to answer and open up with like the rest of the class, but also very much try to like get discussions going for Indigenous studies from all across the world. Especially like since it's to do with Pangea, has walks from all life coming to it. It definitely has Indigenous studies from all over that you seem to will be going over with like the syllabus and everything. Yeah, very much
Beautiful.
so. And Piper, your first week in normal classes.
That's me.
With that 11, you're doing pretty good. It's a lot of work though. Like, and you recognize, you're like, okay, I gotta make sure to like sit down and study. I gotta put these times away. Like I gotta make sure that I am doing this right. Your main professor is Professor Davis. Middle-aged man, seems to be in his 30s or so, starting to bald a little bit, but he has a very kind face and a very kind smile. Very much that kind of smile that is comforting to those that look at him. You quickly learn he is very strict when it comes to grades. However,
cool.
You quickly learn that he is a person that is going to be like, by the book, I gave you this day to turn it in. You have this day to turn it in. I'm sorry, but unless there was a death in the family or something like that, I can't like push extensions.
Piper just kind of to herself is gonna go, yeah, no, that's gonna go over great.
Tell me, is there someone that you sit next to in your class?
I think there's sort of like another girl kind of sitting next to Piper, with sort of like shorter black hair and like a couple little like freckles across her face, and she's got like that big water bottle, and there's like a bunch of stickers on the water bottle, and there's one that catches Piper's eye, so it's like a Dolly Parton sticker. And Piper would just kind of see that and is like kind of like kept to herself, been like listening, taking her notes, but would kind of see that and like lean over a bit and go, so what's your favorite Dolly song?
Oh my gosh, I adore. She's going to. What's Piper's favorite Dolly song? I cannot for the life of me, and I hate myself for it. I love Dolly songs so much.
Wow, how dare you?
You have me on
what
the
a
spot here.
fake
What's Piper's
fan.
favorite? What's Piper's favorite?
Piper's favorite is, I have to check her playlist because I am not super into Dolly Parton.
Such a
I think
good lady.
Yeah, she's great. I think it would be it'd be Here You Come Again.
Come Again? I love Come Again. Like, is one of my absolute favorites.
Here You Come Again. That's my favorite Dolly song. I have all of her records on vinyl in my dorm room, actually.
I literally same. I just nothing is a good vinyl, like Hi, I'm Emily.
Exactly. Oh, I'm Piper.
So nice to meet you, Papa. Where are you from? I'm from a little town in Alabama. Small town, never really heard of.
Is like, God damn it, why is everyone now suddenly interested in where I'm at?
Whenever you deal with Southern people, trust me, all of them want to know where you're from. You picked a Southern character with a Southern DM, fucker.
Piper in her head is like, literally in the 4 years of my last school, nobody ever asked me where I was from. She just goes, oh, I'm from a real small town in Georgia. So
same with me in Alabama. Yeah. Like, I just gotta make sure we're not related somehow. That happens to me a lot. Like, I
can guarantee you we're not. Besides, I've been here on this island for the past few years anyway. So
jealous. This is my first time getting out of my small little town. Like,
yeah,
I'm here on scholarship. I managed to get here. Like, yeah, and I'm just excited to be here. You know.
It's a lot better than down there. I can promise you that.
Definitely, 100%. Why are you want to study social work? Like, what do you want to go into with social work?
I mean, I'd love to either like be a social worker or be sort of like a caseworker or even like be a school counselor. You know, I just want to help kids, really. And our foster care system, especially in this country, is absolutely abysmal.
Yeah.
And
fucking started. Like,
yeah, you got to kind of work from the inside to enact change. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, trust me, I could rant all day long about that. Like,
yeah,
don't get me started.
Yeah.
There's something I was just had something and it's gone. You ever have like something like reach into your brain and kind of pluck it out? Like, that's what's happened to me. Well, look, like, if you ever need someone to go over like notes or like study buddy with, I'm always willing. Like, trust me, I think we're gonna need it. From what I know, Professor Davis is a bit of a
that's what it is.
But
yeah, definitely. No, that would be much appreciated. Thank you. My schedule is a little hectic. I'm also minoring in human development and family studies, so it's a little crammed along with some other extracurriculars and
all these jobs.
Weekly family dinner with people, but yeah.
Sweet. No, that's awesome. Yeah, no, but if you ever need some help, just let me know. I'd love to be a little steady buddy, you know?
Thanks, I appreciate it. GM, can you remind me her name? Sorry.
Emily,
thank you. Okay, thanks.
But you look at her as very Southern girl coded. Like, you look down, she has on the cowboy boots.
So does Piper. Does Piper.
Wearing jeans up, kind of like a like white blouse, not cowboy hat. I was about to say cowboy hat. I was like, that's too ridiculous. That's too much. That's too much. Listen, I mean, you would think so. I went to school with many people that wore cowboy hats at school. Thank you very much. It's very common down
Did too, surprisingly.
Yay, California.
No, not California, Nevada. In Nevada, because I went to school in Reno, Nevada.
Nevada's.
Yes, California in the valley. We've got boot barns everywhere.
Oh,
not where I lived in California and currently live. Not at all.
I'm the person that gets stuck behind tractors.
Damn.
Yeah.
You get stuck behind horse traffic.
I have.
Yeah.
The Central Valley is very similar.
I can feel my hick roots coming out.
Y'all.
Now listen here. Like, I really do talk like Harlan a lot of the time. Like, I've done a lot of work to kill it. To kill the accent. So.
But I like it.
no. No.
Okay.
So the other thing I would like you all to do, having gone through your mundane classes for the week, I would absolutely adore for everyone to give me a freak or danger roll for your classes, for your secret classes.
They're the fucking same for me.
Sorry, bestie. Hey, you gotta have something you're bad at.
I know.
And remember,
That's
if
a
you fail
3 for me.
to roll, mark potential.
It's a fail. That's a 3.
That's a 5, and I'm good at this.
That's a 4.
Oh my god. You all are
We're
having
failing this game.
hell week.
Oh no!
You got into homeroom that first day. Fought with your teacher, and you all thought in your heads, it can't be worse than this. It absolutely cannot be worse than this. Having to unmask in front of everyone, biggest fears coming to the table. Your worst fears have come true. It is worse. Classes in these, and I think a lot of the difficulty is you've never had classes like these before. You all are being kind of thrown into this, and you're like, because most of you are much more used to working one-on-one with an individual, for like a mentor. Most of you are. Or figuring out for yourself, or just that kind of stuff. Having a formed learning experience for super work is so wild to you. I want all of you to mark a condition.
No.
I would like you all to mark a special condition.
Oh.
It is one called stressed. It gives you a -1 to all rolls.
Damn it.
Yes. While you have this, you have a -1 to all rolls. To get rid of it, you must either kind of introvert yourself into your dorm rooms to study to get off the workload, or you have to go on some kind of party / vice / bender for a minute to kind of de-stress, to kind of detox.
Wait a sec.
You must either.
So
Yes.
Is that house party?
Yeah, a house party would kind of get rid of it. Yeah. So you must either take steps to alleviate your stress, or you must take steps to not ignore your stress, but to de-stress. So it's either getting rid of it from the source, or taking time to yourself and kind of cutting loose, having a good time.
Can I mark my doom track to not get stressed?
That's such a you thing.
Give me your freak roll, and depending on the freak roll, I'll allow it.
Freak.
If you fail this roll, you don't mark potential.
What? Okay, that's fair. 7.
If you mark 2.
Okay.
Okay. Wonderful.
I get a new doom sign.
Oh my god.
Oh
what doom sign are you picking?
Well, let's think of the I'm gonna take I'm gonna take your doom arrives, confront it, and perish it. No,
That's
I'm
the
gonna
last one you can take. That's the last one.
No, I'm
actually.
What do you mean? I'll take bolstered. So I'm marking my doom track to use an adult move 1 time. So at 1 time, I can use an adult move.
So I think this kind of appears. So even in the support classes, you're kind of like in a unique situation to where your abilities are a little bit more than the rest of your peers. You quickly find that of the support courses, you have probably the strongest ability.
And she's bad at the support courses. That's why she failed this.
Yeah. And like, it's just not making sense to you. You're kind of wanting to brute force it almost. Everyone else kind of has abilities to help them out with like scouting and investigation and researching and kind of building things and like all the things you would expect from like a guy in the chair or like a sidekick a lot of the time. Yeah. You have a hero's ability. So your abilities are not working. And you are also having to kind of spar some of your classmates, and just like the stress and frustration is building up that you probably would use the adult move that is take out a vulnerable foe, and you send someone crashing into the side of the wall, and like they kind of have to go to the nurse, and you're kind of like, what's happening? And you almost get like your head starts to pound for a second, and you can almost feel the beginnings of a vision come on, and you see yourself standing over your friends, standing over your teammates, purple energy kind of billowing off of your hands in almost like a flame, with you standing across from the seer. In kind of a fight. And you're like, stop, like, and you can feel or almost closer, almost. You don't know if it's a trick of your head or something else, but yeah. For Piper, I will also say that if you complete one of your drives, you can get rid of the stress condition. If you complete one of your drives.
I can't, because they all are combat based currently.
Yeah, no, 100%. Well, remember, you're going to be in combat kind of in your hero courses. And I think that's kind of also what the role represents. You are trying to learn and keep up with all of the new powers you are coming face to face to. You are used to being in a position where you are in a position to where you can research the powers coming to you.
Research, yep. You
are being confronted with new powers on a class by class basis. It's hard for you to be able to keep up, especially with your other degree. You're kind of like, you're kind of struggling a little bit. You're like, I don't have the time. I don't have the time. Like, that's it purely what it is. I don't have the time to do all of this right now. Like, how am I supposed to keep up whenever I don't have a chance to learn? Like, because that's always been your ability, is to learn and to research and to adapt. You're not being given a chance to adapt yet. But again, it's the first week. Like, some hiccups are to be expected. You're still getting used to this and everything.
Yeah. I think she's definitely like locked in her room every night, like studying either for her degree and minor, or like furiously doing her hero research on the other classmates and the powers that she's come in contact with. Like, she's not like out and about. Like, she's not doing the assignment Apollo told her to make a friend. She's like, I can't, I don't have time for that.
Time to make a friend. I can't do this.
I have to focus on all that. I can't do this. I can't do it. And I think there's definitely like moments of her alone in her room where she's like really doubting herself, of like, maybe I shouldn't have come here. Maybe this was too much. Maybe I'm not supposed to be doing this kind of thing. You know, the first few weeks of college are really rough, y'all.
Yeah, it is. Trust me, I know. Why do you think I do it like this?
Yeah.
I think one morning you do come out and you see in the kitchenette, you see a steaming mug of a freshly brewed cup of coffee. that kind of has like a note taped to it that says "For Piper," with kind of like "For Piper" from Kiana. We'll make it through. crying face.
Piper is so touched. Immediately pours it into a cup with ice. Piper is an iced coffee drinker. And
I would
will
say, unless you reject the influence, Kiana is going to take an influence over you.
No, 100%. Piper would leave a note on her door that's just like, thank you so much. We got this. P.S. We should find a cool little coffee shop together. Kind of post the note on her door.
Yeah. Later that day, you would also get it because your schedules are wildly different. It's looking like that classic college experience of like, oh, I want to go hang out with my friends. We don't have the time to
hell for that time.
You would get back in another note in all capitals. Please. I've heard of a cute one called Solo Espresso.
I love her.
District.
Cool.
And for eSIM,
my video's not on the overlay anymore.
I know. Oh, I can fix this. I didn't know it was back up. I kept checking.
Also, I think because my camera's not outputting from the source it normally is, after
there we go.
Keep going in and out of focus, which is gonna drive me crazy.
You're there. As you back up. For PSIM, I think what your low roll kind of shows is you're having, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're probably having trouble connecting with the authority of the place. It is probably very much a difficult process for you of like, no, I can do whatever I want. You're not going to tell me what I can do. Like, and so tell me this, are you showing up to your rehabilitation classes?
Yeah, I feel like I'm like forced to. I'm doing it not because I want to, but because I have to.
Yeah, very much like, and that definitely shows up in the grades of this is not something you are interested in learning. This is not something you probably don't feel like you've really done anything wrong. Like, why am I here?
Nope.
So yeah, your grades in that, and it's very much to do with like the rehabilitation course has a bunch of like hero history and learning about currently right now it's probably the heroes of the golden age of heroes that first started to show up. Like you would have,
and like poor PSIM is sitting there like just internalizing to themselves like, you don't know what it's like to be on the other side. You don't know the struggles that we've had to face. Just getting so pissed off with like the history lessons.
Yeah. But yeah, very much about those early heroes. Knight, Mother Nature, just ones called like Ray, like very simple names, but these are like the first heroes that started to show. And honestly, looking around the class, all the rest of your classmates are also exhausted. It's not a big class. There are probably about 5 to 7 other rehabilitation students for this entire year. So it is very much like a close-knit, not even necessarily close-knit, but like you're all kind of like solidarily like, I hate this. Why are we here? Like it seems to
we're
be
all struggling through it together.
Yeah,
like
you're all struggling with it together, and you're just like, why? Like, there's a girl that sits next to you, and she's like, why do we have to learn about these old geezers? Like, there's and a bunch
That-
of.
I can agree with.
Yeah, tell me about it. But yeah, very much just struggling along throughout this week. Your grades for this week. Most of you, Piper would be like A pluses. In the mundane classes. For the other two of you, it would be either like A minuses, B pluses, very much so. And it's been a bit of a, like, you've all been very busy. It's also just the first week. And you're all like, oh no. Oh no.
Fuck.
But Saturday rolls around, your first weekend. You get to relax. Next session will probably go into a couple of scenes you've had during the week. But on Saturday, you would get a picture sent to your phones from an unknown. A picture of the glass crater. Keep your noses out of it, or I'll make sure they never find you. That is where we will end session.
Damn, okay.
Listen, I gotta get the plot rolling. But yes, next week we will have a few of like the scenes with like each other that you've had throughout the week and everything. I just kind of wanted to get through like the class and academia aspect of it, and this way B, the lovely B, will be here to be with us for those kinds of scenes as well. Because I know some of you would probably like to have a scene with Neon or two with Naomi. But yeah, let's get on to some outros, besties. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first. Hi, I'm Abigail the Nerd, and you can find me under Abigail the Nerd on all the things. First and foremost, most important, on Saturday, June 1st, this Saturday, over on the Strangers Guild, we are going to be doing a 12-hour live stream to raise funds for the IRC, and so that we can raise funds to try to help some families in Gaza. And so I will be in the afternoon slot, but please stay throughout. There's going to be raffles and giveaways, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's for a good cause. So please come check it out and spread the word. And then on Sunday, you can find me over on Pluto Cleric's channel playing Daggerheart with someone else at this table. Ooh. And then, is that it? And then next Thursday, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, I will be on Dungeons and Demigods for a guest spot. And so check that out. Also, just check out Dungeons and Demigods because B's in it. So check it out. And I think I'm either drawing a blank on everything else I'm in right now, or it's pre-recorded stuff. So that's it.
Okay, yo, what up, guys? I'm Cosby. Can't believe we actually did that.
Editors, that needs to be a clip. Editors, I'm requesting a clip, please.
Yo, what up, guys? I'm cospingu all over the internet. You can find me. You can find me alternating Tuesdays, so not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. On Pluto Cleric's channel playing Death Was Easy, which is a Hades-inspired Monster of the Week game. Love that. You can find me here on Wednesdays. You can find me again on Pluto Cleric's channel for Daggerheart on Sundays with Abigail. Is that all? I think that's all. You can find me at Gen Con. I'm on 3 different panels. I'm on an Oops All Clerics panel with a couple people in this call. I am on a being transgender in the TTRPG scene BIPOC edition, and also minority representation in TTRPGs. Yeah, so you can find me there at Gen Con.
Hello, my name is Morgan, otherwise known as Attack on Morgan. You can find me on all social medias at Attack on Morgan, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Blue Sky, Threads, all of them. Obviously, you can find me here Wednesday nights. Usually we do New Rallis, but now we're doing Hero U, which is so fun, and I love it so much. Makes me so happy as the superhero dork that I am. Great. Typically on Saturday mornings, you can find me over on the World Tree Quest Twitch channel as a part of the Girl Squad. We're not playing for the next couple Saturdays, but we will be back. Keep an eye out for that. That's Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time over on twitch.tv/WorldTreeQuest. You can also find me on the Pick Your Poison Productions YouTube channel. I do the roguelike rumbles over there, live, interactive, immersive D&D player v player battle royales. Very fun. The next rumble is on June 13th. I am not playing in it. However, I will be there. It is the 3-year anniversary rumble, and I got to do the very first one. So 3 years ago, which is crazy. It's got an incredible freaking cast. Lady Destiny herself, Sarah, aka Durns, who runs the company, is back in the DM seat. And we have very, very special guest, Damien Haas. Yes, Damien Haas from Delicious in Dungeon and Smosh, going to be playing in it, along with some other like really lovely, wonderful people that are super talented and incredible. Come check it out. That's June 13th at the Roguelike Tavern in Burbank, California. Pre-show questing starts at 7. The actual rumble starts at 8. I would get there early as tables tend to fill up. And yeah, it's a free event, 2-item minimum. It's a great time. Highly recommend. Dressing up is not required, but encouraged. I'll be fully dressed up as Talia. I also do the Rumble Ventures on the Pick Your Poison Productions channel, which is sort of one-shots in the world of the Rumbles, Las Osimas, of what do these characters do when they're not trying to kill each other to be the best. And I also do Dreadful over on there, which is a horror TTRPG stream where it's same characters, different universes, as we play a different horror TTRPG every time we play. And I believe we will be having a live panel at Midsummer Scream this summer. I don't have all the details yet, but keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out June 6th. Something is going to be released that I'm very excited about. I would tell you all, but it has not officially been announced yet. But yeah, just keep an eye out. It's going to be really fun. I'm excited. I'm also going to be at Gen Con. I'm also doing 3 panels. Thursday, I am doing Oops All Clerics with a couple people on the stream right now. That'll be DM'd by the lovely Pluto Cleric. Very excited. I'm playing a Grave Cleric because that's my favorite cleric subclass. I am excited. Friday, we are doing a New Rallis panel. Yay! Friday morning at 10 a.m. And it is, we're doing our body swap episode. So everybody's going to be in a different body. Then that's not theirs. It's going to be super fun. Come check that out. And then Saturday at noon, I am hosting a panel. It is called Nat 20 in Performance, How to Use Acting Experience in TTRPGs. We've got the lovely Abigail is on that panel. I'm very excited. I've got an incredible group of panelists that all have amazing TTRPG experience as well as varying acting experience. And we're going to talk about how to use acting experience and acting techniques in when you play TTRPGs. It's going to be really fun. There's going to be a Q&A portion at the end. I'm super excited. Definitely come and check that out. All of these events are live on the Gen Con website. If you make sure you get your tickets to them beforehand. Yeah, it's going to be a great time. The most important thing, though, is I am a part of the Pass the Hat project that the incredible creator Aaron Hadimer is doing with Operation Olive Branch, and I have been I'm one creator that has been one of the creators that has been assigned to a family. Mohammed Megari is trying to get his 4 sisters that he is now responsible for out of Gaza. There's been enough money raised. 2 of them have made it out, but we are still trying to get Bayon and her baby out. 22 of their family members were killed, and all 4 of the sisters had to be pulled out from the rubble. And so he is desperately trying to get them out. Everything is linked in my socials. If you go to my Linktree in my bio, to the GoFundMe, if you can donate, if you can't, please just boost it and post it as much as possible. I have talked to him. He's so thankful and appreciative. He just wants to in very clear terms, he doesn't want the rest of his family to die. And that's what is happening right now. And so do as best you can. Check out more Pass the Hat, Operation Pass the Hat. Check out Operation Olive Branch. They're doing really incredible work. Donate if you can. Boost as much as possible. Don't stop talking about this, because it's really the least we can do, truly. You don't want to be on the wrong side of history. And if you are not talking about this, you are on the wrong side of history. So that's it for me.
Very much so. Very well said, lovely Morgan. Also, hello, Raider. Sorry that you're joining us at the very end of our broadcast here. I don't know why I'm speaking like this. I tend to do this in awkward situations. Well, at least when I feel awkward. I'm going to keep on with my outro. Yes, hi, hello, I'm Jay, your wonderful editor-in-chief for the evening and the evening for the next couple of weeks. You can find me here in the DM seat here on Wednesdays for the next little while, and also after that as a wonderful little player of my little southern twink, apparently you all label him as. You can find me over on my socials at Sequo on most things, is where you can find me at. And then my wonderful, make sure to go follow all of my wonderful companions. You can find all of their socials right here on the screen. But yeah, I'm also going to be over at Gen Con. I'm going to be on the new Rollis panel for the body swap episode, of course. And then I'm also one of the other members of Oops All Clerics, to where you can find me playing a Forge Cleric, because I love my tanky high AC boys. But yes, very much so with Palestine and Gaza. If you have not already, make sure to educate yourself. It is never too late to educate yourself on these things. It will be too late if you keep on choosing to wait, however. Donate what you are able to, like what you can, even if it is just 50 cents to $1. These are people that are trying to stay alive. As blunt as it is to say, they're just trying to make sure that them and their families are okay at the end of the day. And who are we as human beings to fault something like that? Like, you can't. But yes, that has been our episode for the day. You can find us here next week at the same time. We're going to go raid someone. Does anyone have any raid suggestions?
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
I had to. I don't know anybody that's currently streaming.
We could always go see some otters at Marine Mammal Rescue.
Yeah. Let's go
Yes.
Please, please, please,
Please.
please.
How do you spell? How spell?
Marine, Marine Mammal. RES.
I got. We're gonna go see some otters, you guys. We see some cute little critters. And
Yes.
everyone have a good night. Make sure to take care of yourselves, whether it's physically or mentally. Go drink some water. Take your fucking meds. We'll see you guys here next week with the next installment of Hero U. I love each and every one of you. You're all gonna be wonderful. I love you all so much. We're getting ready to raid. I love you all. Bye.
Bye. Bye now.